नमस्कार मु आरजे शुभश्री आपण माने सुनुछंती 90.4 सोवा रेडियो आपण समस्त को शारदीय दुर्गा पूजार ढेर सारा अभिनंदन स्वागत जणे आरंभ करूछु आजर शारदीय उपस्थापना महिमामयी नारी अस्मितार प्रतिफलन। आज आम सहित मध्य जोड़ी होइछंती जणे खास अतिथि से होइछंती जणे अति उच्च कोटीर उपस्थापिका। सेही उपस्थापना बलरे से सृष्टि करि पारिछंती निजर गोटे नियारा परिचय। तांका कथा कहिबा शैली हो बा से निज मध्य खूब मधुर। से होइछंती सुलग्ना समन्विता राउतराय। तेबे चलंतु आज तांको एही कार्यक्रम रे स्वागत करिबा एवं एही कार्यक्रम रे आम सहित उपस्थापिका भाबरे जोड़ी होइछंती रिया रेशमबारी।
Thank you Subhashri for the wonderful introduction. Namaskar, my name is Riya Reshambari and today I have with us Sulagna Routray. You must have seen her in various platforms. She is a TV presenter, actor, host, moderator and a voiceover artist. So welcome Sulagna to our show today.
Hi Riya, thank you so much for the wonderful words and you look pretty in this blue sari.
Thank you. How does it feel to be on the other side?
I'm still trying to digest the fact that I'm not the one asking questions, so let me sink in a bit.
You will. We'll give you all that comfort that you need. So, let's prep you a little. So how is it? Because, being a TV presenter, you've actually, done so many work. You've done like major shows here and abroad. I wanted to know what really, sparked this interest in you. How did you know that, this is something that I have to do?
I have always been into public speaking. I was in class 3 when I participated in the first debate competition and I was second. And I didn't know how to write a script back then. Those days, you would be given a topic maybe 2 days before because we were like little tiny.
Yeah.
Extempo was not the thing back then. So mom would write something for me, I'll just mug it up. So my thing was to present. And mom would always say, think like there is no one. You are saying things for your own satisfaction. However you have rehearsed, go and do it. Don't look at anyone and get afraid. Don't have the pressure of so many people are watching me. Don't have the pressure of winning or losing. It's absolutely not important. Important is you have done something up to your satisfaction, and till date, I think that is important to me.
So that's how you knew, like when you were like...
No, I never knew. Honestly, I'm not a planner person because whatever I plan, I want to say this on public platform, whatever I plan never happens. God is like a juggler.
Yeah.
He loves to throw me out of my own domain and send me somewhere. I'm like, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
So I leave everything up to him. I was in Bombay. I was doing some TV shows when I was in law school, but that was like very... just a college girl doing something for part-time.
Yes.
Sounded good.
Yeah.
Then I went to Bombay for my masters and I came back. I didn't come back actually. I was in Bombay. I was supposed to do my internship. But my internship would start in 2 months and my exams were over. I was doing Vela Panti there and ETV calls me. That we have a show coming up. It's the first reality show for Odisha. It's for 2 months. It's an assignment. Would you like to come in and have an interview? I'm like 2 महीने तो है मेरे पास. I'm तो anyways doing Vela and खर्चा भी है बॉम्बे में. So why don't I go and shoot this?
Yeah.
And I went there and it was a very awkward situation because back then anchors used to be paid on per day basis.
Okay.
Like whether it's 2 episodes, 3 episodes, but payment will come as per day.
Okay.
And the rest of the anchors were okay with that. अब हम तो मुंबई से आए थे, हम कुछ ना कुछ तो कांड करेंगे. When they offered me something on per day basis, I'm like, hello, मैं लेबर हूँ क्या? मैं तो नहीं करूँगी per day. I would want it per episode basis, and it was a huge hue and cry कि कौन है ये लड़की? She's a nobody and she's coming and she wants payment per day basis.
That's so nice that you stood up for yourself, and I'm sure that made a place for other people also.
That was because I was not thinking I'll get this project. तो मुझे लगा अपन जाएंगे तो एटीट्यूड दिखा के जाएंगे. Just a pretty
gimmick. Yeah.
But they wanted somebody who will be cool. And back then, anchoring was not cool. It was a very formal thing. A huge script will be given to you, and that's how every anchor played their role. Because I was from Bombay, I had that little communication skill in English and Hindi and Odia, and I used to shuffle between languages easily. So they thought, okay, चलो लड़की बकवास तो कर रही है, but दे देते हैं इसको per episode basis, and that's how I was hired. And by the time we ended up airing the show, it was a huge success.
Yeah.
We went to Ramoji Film City to shoot the semi-final and the quarter-final, and the winners of the show became playback singers of the industry and all
This
the
is
big...
this is Saregama, right?
No, this is Ammariswara ETV 2007-8. 8 I finished my masters. So before I finished my masters, I was already on TV for a big show and it was a big hit. So offers started coming in. So I'm like, I gave myself this excuse that lawyers look good when they are rich and old. I'm not old. Let me be an anchor first. That's how it started.
Oh my god, that's very impromptu.
No, what you meant to be, you be.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
believe in that. God has a spot for you. Like right now, you are asking questions to an anchor.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought I'll be answering questions?
Yeah.
So you are meant to be in a spot. Enjoy the spot. Don't
That's
think
true.
about ye kya hoga, wo kya hoga, kya hona chahiye tha. What a lot of people told me when I came back from Bombay, because TV was not very huge back then like it is now. We have multiple channels, we have OTTs, we have platforms other than TV where you can flourish. TV was a small medium and you were dependent on the mercy of producers.
Yeah.
If
Yes.
this
yes.
guy, who is the big guy, doesn't
If he
like
approves.
you, if he doesn't like you for whatever reason, you are out of business. So people thought I'm taking a huge chance because I'm from Bombay. I have done my masters in business law. What business do I have here to play a game which is not even my forte? But I was liking it. The money was good. Apart from the money, the appreciation of people was good because it was not a era of social media back then. People would see you on TV, they'll recognize
Or on
you.
live events.
Yeah, and they'll recognize you on street.
Yeah.
Today when somebody likes me on Instagram, I am not very excited because Instagram is not always real.
Yeah, it's
Nor
very
is-
superficial. I totally agree.
It is. Your content is real, but you can manipulate a lot of things.
Yeah, obviously.
From the conditioning of the environment to how you look, what you speak.
To how many people you want this post to reach.
Exactly.
Everything.
But when you are with your mom going for vegetable shopping and the auntie next to you says, "Arey madam, apan ka jio badhiya anchoring karchi," you was like, "Bas, kiya apan ne?" So I liked it, and I'm like, "ठीक है. If I lose, I'll go back to Bombay." And I'll be a lawyer again, or I'll join my mom because my mom is also a lawyer. I'll join my mom's chamber maybe 2 years late.
Yeah.
What kind of loss it would really be if I've enjoyed those 2 years?
Yeah.
Let's do
And you
this.
have to give it a try.
I have to. I've never listened to anyone in my life.
That's good. See where you are today? I love it. So, that's what. You have a degree in business law.
Yeah.
Did you choose, did you have a conscious thought behind it? Behind choosing that?
See, I did my law school here. Then when I thought of masters, I realized that after a decade, Odisha would have shortage of what lawyers? Because most people here are good at civil, criminal.
Yeah.
But business law is something which is the future. And Odisha is one terrain that would be a top tier city of the East in 10-15 years. So it'll be a lot of global companies coming in, a lot of transactions happening, mergers, acquisitions, finance. So I thought this is one domain where I can be a good lawyer even at my 70s and
Right.
I'll mint money. That
Right.
means a lot to me actually always.
Yeah,
Whatever
you
do,
yeah, of course.
there need to be enough money.
You have to. It might sound as superficial as it
No,
is.
it is not. I'll tell you
But
what.
it's the reality.
Whenever youngsters, I am a huge Shah Rukh Khan fan. What I love about Shah Rukh is he is a person who believes in ideology, but is also a very practical person. Once he was told, a lot of people say it's not important to be rich. He said, only the people who are already rich say this. You need to have the money. You need to have the money to see the world, to experience things you love, to do what you like, to have the courage of not being judged. Money is the key. So earn it, hard earn it, and
Yeah.
then see whatever you want to say,
Yeah.
give all the gyan, but have money in your pocket first.
Yes.
I truly believe in that.
Even I second that thought. So, tell me, when you host for national and international events, how do you prepare yourself? Because when you were in your third standard, you would mug it up, but then that's not really what happens when you grow up and when you're professionally into it. So how do you prepare yourself?
I am always a homework person, whether it's an event next door or it's where Honorable Prime Minister and the Presidents are coming. I know that what you're saying should not be something people expect you to say. That's my key as an anchor. Because people are also smart.
Yeah.
20 years back, you will face a dumb crowd. But today, you are at a position where people can also ask you a question
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you're
yeah,
on
yeah,
stage.
yeah, yeah.
Or they can ask for a clarification of what you said or what was the thought behind it. Like you said, do you have a song right now in mind?
Yeah, presence of
Would-
mind.
No, had I faked it, then oh, I'm a music lover, I would not have a
Yeah.
song in mind. So be real and come with a kind of preparation that will give you the confidence. Because in my business, people change like,
What advice would you give to the younger generation who would be starting their careers? You know, now again, there are so many people, the platform has increased and it like everything's gone digital. So for people who will be starting now, you know, everyone's coming up with their own shows and all. So what is this one advice that you would like to give them that, you know, that they should like, you know, use it in their...
I don't know, they don't need advices because they are in a generation where if they really want to learn, everything is on a big platter. You just need to choose what you want. But yeah, come prepared. I see a lot of initiatives starting, and after few episodes, they find it difficult to continue because they have not done their homework and they're trying to chew more than they can. You know, don't put everything on your plate. A plate looks neat when you have placed the right things, and plating is an equally important art like cooking.
Yeah.
So you are thinking of a show, you're cooking a show, but you do not know how to plate it, you will ruin the whole show.
Yeah.
So come prepared, be subtle about it. Don't eye success as a immediate thing that happens after 4 episodes.
Right.
Don't look good, but don't just look good.
Yeah.
However bright the packaging is, at the end of the day, the gift matters. So you have the gift within. This is not the gift. Had
Yeah.
I been in pajama also, I'll be Sulagna Routray. Had you been in a simple cotton dress also, you'll be Riya.
Yes.
So people are watching you because you're Riya and me because I'm Sulagna, not because what I'm wearing right now.
Yes.
If I have a good kurti, I had time to come, you know, looking
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
I would. Otherwise, I'll just come, so sorry, Riya. I was in my pajamas and I came because I wanted to be on time. I'll appreciate that person more than somebody who went to a parlor looking like great and then do not know what to say.
Yeah.
That will not take you anywhere.
Yeah.
So don't be blinded by the blink. Subtle things always go longer.
Yes, yes. So you've also been a voiceover artist. Like, you know, you do so many things. And then how did that happen? Like, do you also have you given voiceovers to any characters that we might know?
No, I do not give voiceover to characters. I give voiceover to films.
Oh,
And
nice.
the content.
Yes,
where-
yes,
where
yes.
the
The
visual
other,
has
yeah,
been
yeah, yeah.
already made, and they want somebody to narrate it. I'm more of
Yes.
a narrator, that voiceover artist, and I do that for myself because, you know, when you're on TV, your focus is on delivering the topic. But when you are in a studio and it's dim lit and there's a script, you close your eyes and you hear your voice through those
Yeah,
headphones.
yeah.
You know your modulation can go a very long way. You can say the same sentence 10 times. Or when, you know, sometimes I was doing a voiceover for a NGO who grow Nimbu ka ped at
Yeah.
Adivasi area. So there was this line कि अब तो उस पेड़ में फल भी खिले हैं, अब उनको देख के लग रहा है पेड़ मुस्कुरा सकते हैं. You know how you say that, you have to visualize a plant somewhere is smiling. So I took 2-3 takes where the director was happy. I'm like no, I'm not saying it right. पेड़ मुस्कुरा रहा है, तो वो मेरी वॉइस में भी पता चलना चाहिए. So I took maybe 5 minutes, I rethought it, and then like I gave a chuckle that अब ऐसा देख के लगता है कि पेड़ भी मुस्कुरा सकते हैं.
Yeah, see the difference?
And when I heard that final output, I was like, "Duh, यही तो चाहिए था मेरे को." So voice overs bring a beauty in your voice. You feel life through your voice.
You know, like when I was reading about your the bio that you sent me for prep, so you've hosted events for our honorable former president APJ Abdul Kalam. He's an inspiration for everybody.
I'm getting goosebumps even listening to his name right now.
So, you know, how was it for you at that moment? Like, it's such a surreal feeling.
It is. It was for National Children's Science Congress that DD was airing live when Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was here in Odisha. That was being held at KEET. And that was when I was reading news, English news for DD. And I was a very new face back then. So they sent at least 5 or 6 references to Delhi because it was to be decided by Delhi who will host the show. And I don't know, I was the lucky girl. I think they chose me. I was on cloud 9.
Yeah.
When I was sent a letter from Delhi Doordarshan that you will be hosting the live telecast.
God.
It was the first live big event of my life.
Wow, so nice. So wonderfully you've put these things forward for us. Because we're wrapping now, I just want you to be able to, because we'll have many young listeners, so I would want you to, give them something to take back from this talk show that we just had. Women or, young girls, because, or, just youth. One message that you really would want to give them.
I think they're distracted. I see every youth today, they want to make a reel, they want to be on social media, which is great. I'm not saying that's bad. But after 100 reels, I see either they're mimicking or they're just dancing, or they're not making most of themselves. The thing about art or the thing about success is that what you can do today, you cannot do tomorrow, because you will not be there tomorrow to do that. It's all step by step. If I learn A today, then I learn the rest of the things like words, recitation, poetry. If I missed reading the alphabets because I was busy doing something else, poetry will never come to me.
Yeah.
So now is the time when you are creating that Adhar Shila for tomorrow. The foundation is right in front of you. You want reels to be your foundation, you will perish. Because tomorrow a prettier, slimmer, better actor will come, and you think acting in front of camera is something that will make you famous. You should go and see how actors are performing. I have had the best of the actors as my friends, and I tell officially on media I can never be an actor because it's too much of hard work and dedication and patience to be in a character for 6-7 months who you actually are not. To be a warrior, to be a police officer, to be a thief, to be a somebody's love interest, to be a housewife, to be a woman who has been molested. Imagine you have to take that pain of the character every day for 6 months, 8 months throughout the time you're playing that character.
And sometimes different characters at the
and
same time.
And you are just wearing a dupatta and a jhumka, and you play jhumka, gira re. Darling, झुमके ऐसे नहीं गिरते. झुमके गिरने के लिए बड़ी मेहनत लगती है. Don't think this fake world will give you fame. Fame is a word that is not shadow. That's all bright. Sometimes you switch on a light, you think you're famous because you have 1 million followers. Tomorrow somebody will have 10 million followers.
And then you will feel like my life has shattered because I have 1 million followers.
So by that time, you can't go back to college, study hard, be somebody. You want to be an actor, go to National School of Drama. Go to Pune Institute. Go to some place where you can learn. Don't create a fake world and think you're a queen, you have a crown, because that slips away the next moment and you wake up being nothing. Don't be nothing. Not in this world, not in this era where you have everything to be someone if you are nobody. And if you're part of the crowd is who? Crowd is always a nobody. Don't be the crowd. Be someone in the crowd. Be someone the crowd loves. And especially for women, I have written it, and this is my all-time favorite quote. Do not be the woman who talk about people. Be the woman people talk about.
Wow. Lovely, lovely. This is so nice, and I'm sure that, it exactly replicates the message that we are trying to bring forward through this show. So we have to, all of us have to stand together, because that's exactly where we'll be taking us individuals,
especially
to
for
place.
Women, supporting each other matters the most, because since centuries bringing women out of their home has been a challenge, but today women have shown us the way. You just have to follow. So why not follow your heart? Why are you following boundaries set by other people?
Yes.
Be as fearless as you can. Be who you are. We belong to a society where Shastra says Jatra Narjastu Pujyante Ramante Tatra Devatang, where women are worshipped. There, it is there where devs reside.
Yes,
gods
yes,
reside.
yes.
So be the inspiration for the gods. Why be human?
I would just want to end this with one line that, empowered women empower women.
So true.
You get it? So, thank you for your time, Sulagna. You were so nice. You were so brilliant with, I know, before we were talking, you told me that there was a little sense of this nervousness, but it did not seem like it at all. You've done it successfully, and you were brilliant today. And thank you for sharing your knowledge, your insights, because I'm sure that people who would want to get into this industry would take so much from this. and I'm sure that they'll be able to like put that learning in their lives and then do so much better.
Thank you, and you
Thank
have been
you.
so wonderful. I'm learning to ask better questions in my next interview from you.
Let's make it happen.
Sure thing.
All right then, thank you so much for watching us today.
थैंक यू सो मच मैम आमर ये विशेष कार्यक्रम में जोड़ी होइतिबारु एवं ता सहित बहुत धन्यवाद देबाकू चाहिबी रिया मैडम को जे कि बहुत सुंदर भाबरे उपस्थापना करुथिले। आशा करछि आपण समस्त को आज ये अध्यायटी भल लागिथिबो। आज अतिथि को विदाय देबा। आज आम सहित अतिथि भाबरे जोड़ी होइतिले उपस्थापिका सुलग्ना राउतराय एवं उपस्थापना करुथिले रिया रेशमबारी। वर्तमान समय होइछि आज रही कार्यक्रम को मध्य एठी समाप्ति करिबा। परवर्ती कार्यक्रम रे मु भेटी देबी आउ जने नारी को आउ जोंथरे आपण माने सुनिबे तांको जीवन संघर्षर कहानी। सेथि पर्यंत सुनिथांतु 90.4 सोवा रेडियो।